Valedictorian, Brevin, Tating, to give the class band speech.
Good job, Toti.
When I first heard that the valedictorian had a graduation, I thought, why in the world would anybody want to do that? I'm horrible at public speaking, so I decided my only option was to set a record for the most missing assignments. My classmates obviously tried harder than me, so here I am. I'm hoping this speech is empowering, inspiring, and maybe even a little funny. And I know that if you, class of 2022, can apply any of it, then this speech was a success. I mean, if Miss Schwartz can try to get through us for hours at a time, I can try for at least 5 minutes. U.S. Senator Bob Kerrey once said, "Unexpected kindness is the most powerful, least costly, and most underrated agent of human change." Robert Ingersoll said simply, "We rise by lifting others." In short, kindness can change the world. When I was about 12 years old, it was a cold and rainy day in Red Bluff. As my dad and I picked up the usual milk, tortillas, coffee mate, and my mom's vegan burgers, we left Food Max to see a shivering homeless man, wrapped up in old t-shirts and garbage bags. I said to my dad, "Well, it's too bad he doesn't have a sleeping bag." My dad took this as a call to action and we headed to Big Five. We bought a sleeping bag, drove back, and handed it to the man. No words were exchanged, just a crooked smile. We rise by lifting others. My mom's spending time in the summer working with students with autism and other special needs. Her interactions are always positive and caring, laughing and learning. We rise by lifting others. My brother and I ordering extra pizza at Round Table, in spite of my parents questioning guys, just to hand it to the homeless man outside. We rise by lifting others. I want to thank my parents and brother for teaching me that kindness can change the world. Class of 2022, kindness costs you almost nothing, but can mean everything to someone else. It doesn't matter if you're going to college or straight to work, an astrophysicist or a truck driver, an athlete or an Aggie. You can change the world simply with your kindness. Lady Gaga said, "I've been searching for a way to heal myself, and I've found that kindness is the best way. So be kind to yourself too." During our 4 years here, we've struggled. High school is commonly spent finding ways to fit in and build relationships. Enter COVID and social distancing and masks and minimizing extracurriculars. Fitting in and building relationships was exponentially harder. I left middle school kind of scared, overwhelmed, and uncertain of how I would fit in. I started taking college classes the summer after 8th grade. I didn't want to be judged on my academic effort. It was hard for me. I had those COVID issues and I found it to be hard myself. I never believed I would end up talking to a therapist, helping me be kind to myself. To those non-athletes, non-Aggies, tech-savvy, socially awkward, academic tryhards, be kind to yourself. To those athlete, Aggie, socially vibrant Instagram influencers, be kind to yourself. I want to thank all the teachers and staff, Mr. Adame, and the Board of Trustees for creating a school without bullies. Except for you, Ms. Kemp, you absolutely bullied me on that Fahrenheit 451 essay. I totally deserve an A. Class of 2022, we are resilient. We have made it through one of the toughest times in modern history. COVID has taken its toll on our relationships and experiences, and maybe even has taken a loved one. But it didn't take our ability to learn something in every situation. Just a few life lessons we have learned and to never forget. From sports, control the controllables. Maintain focus over the things you can control rather than worry about the things you can't control. Big thanks to baseball coaches, Coach Ellis and Coach Bird. Ag, we can all be leaders, learning how to take and handle responsibility, how to communicate like adults and with adults. From our classes, there is more than one way to solve a problem. Sometimes your peers or team all have different ways to get to the same solution, even if the answer in the back says you are all wrong. From wearing masks, the trend of sign language rose as mouthing the answer across the room became impossible, and using one finger to communicate is highly frowned upon. A teacher ours once had a student ask him, "Mr. Tating, if you had to choose, would you rather your kids be successful or kind?" He thought about it for a second and then responded, "Success without kindness helps one person. Kindness without success helps many." Class of 2022, Take a deep breath. Forget about the social hierarchy of high school. Forget about the pressures of which club you're supposed to be in or who you needed to know. Forget about the busy work or meaningless worksheets. Remember those who remembered your birthday or went out of the way to make your day better. The real friends that you made. Remember the teachers who spent extra time. Remember the laughs over milkshakes at Burger Shack or the lunchtime pickleball tournaments. Or playing Super Smash Bros. In the series class. Continue to be resilient, kind to yourself, and kind to others. And continue to work to make the world a better place. Thank you.